Hey guys, so a little bit of a post-editor note. So what happened to the Illinois game was that it got corrupted. So what we're gonna do is go straight to the regular season finale between us and Minnesota. Sorry for the inconvenience, but it's still gonna be a great episode anyways. I hope you enjoy. Now back to your regular scheduled St. Thomas video. Let's get it. What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the St. Thomas Dynasty here on NCAA 14. This is John J. Gaming on the mic, and we got a huge regular season finale, man. We are here. Both of us are in the top 25. Both of us have the top 5 offenses in the country. And it's a huge game for us because the winner of this game is going to go to the Big Ten Championship representing the Western Division. So it's going to be a really good game. If you are excited about it, make sure you smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're new. Let's see if we can clinch a berth to the Big Ten Championship game. Let's go! So this is exactly where we want to be. Basically, Big Ten West Championship game right here. Let's get it. As the first play of the game, they try to test us, but they aren't ready for it though. Interception. Jesus Shuttleworth right from the jump, able to get some great field position for us. However, unfortunately for us though, we actually go free and out on our first possession, so couldn't quite take advantage of it. But there's another tough throw, and look at this! Another interception, this time Billy Ewing getting his hands on the ball. What a way to start this game out here at Oshhaw Stadium, man. 2 plays, 2 interceptions, but once again we can't take advantage. Another free and out. It's been ridiculous so far, as now they'll do something different, go with the running game, and it's going a lot better for them. A good run by John Burke gets them 28 yards on that play. As now second and 10, Smith going to the right hand side, find John Burke again. Guess throwing upfield isn't quite working for them early on, so we're just going to throw to the sides as of right now. As we do get them to a 3rd and 3, we do settle for the run, but they do decide to throw short and made us pay dearly for it, man. Mike White found plenty of room in that soft zone, only 3 guys in coverage. We kind of knew that was going to happen if they passed it, and they did. So now, 1st and 10 now, Burke on the outside, able to get some blocks as Jesus Shuttleworth is finally able to bring him down for a gain of 11 yards on the play. Is now another 1st and 10 for the Golden Gophers. Doug Smith will drop back, throw into the left. That could have been a touchdown, but it was dropped. That could have been the first score of this ball game. So we'll move on. 2nd and 10 now. Smith going to the right-hand side. Gonna hand it off to Pendleton, who eventually is forced out of bounds. Looked like Chris Toth was the one that got him out of bounds that time around. As it's now 3rd and long for the Golden Gophers. Going to the left, and it's intercepted again. Billy Ewing with a 2nd interception of this ball game. This secondary has been some ball hawks early on, man. 3 turnovers in the first quarter. You love to see it. But I would also love to see a 1st down. Can we finally get one? We'll go short on the halfback screen to ABJ, who's going down the sideline, picking up 21 on that play. 1st down for the Tommies. Our first down finally. But let's see if we can keep it going. Another 1st and 10. ABJ going to take the handoff. Bounce to the left-hand side. Find some decent blocking. Going for a gain of 7. As a couple plays later, have a 3rd and short coming up. Damon Shelby checks into the ball game for the first time. But it's going to be Noah Brooks taking the handoff. Able to get just enough for the 1st down. Another 5-yard gain for the Tommies. As now 1st and 10 again. Now in Minnesota territory for the first time today, going deep and finding Tyreek Miller. Way to win the one-on-one in coverage. A 30-yard gain on the play. The St. Thomas offense finally cooking, finally got some heat on that grill. As we got another 8-yard gain on the play for ABJ. As St. Thomas Looks to get the first points on the board. Will they be successful? 2nd and 2. ABJ takes it, but it's going to be a 4-yard gain. 1st and goal, though, coming up. Should be able to punch it in here. Going to give it to ABJ one more time. We got the blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Tommies. ABJ finding the end zone, and that is the first points of this ball game. Now, we've been doing a really good job on defense. Let's see if we can keep that going, though. 1st and 10. Burke's going to bounce it to the outside, getting the blocks he needs, and before finally being brought down by number 34. Looks like that might be Speedy Blades that time around. As now, another 1st and 10. Burke going up the field, able to get some fantastic blocking. And that's probably going to be the last play of the first quarter, but yet they somehow managed to get it off. I don't know how they did, but it is what it is, though. John Burke picks up a few more yards. Before we get out of this first quarter of play, man, pretty sloppy play by both squads, particularly by Minnesota's 3 interceptions. Let's see if our offense can pick it up and put these guys away. So here we go. Second quarter officially underway. They have a 3rd down right from the get-go. Smith going to hand it off to Burke, who finds the running space needed to pick up the 1st down. Gain of 6 yards on that play. As it keeps the Golden Gopher drive going, they're still looking for their first points today. As Burke continues to move on field, being a hammer to the anvil. Gain of 5. Already with nearly eclipsing that century mark already. We just getting started with this game too, which is crazy. Is now another 2nd and 5. Oh, that could have been another interception. Jim Smith had his hands on it but dropped it. So now we face a 3rd and 5 now. Smith going to drop back again. This time looking to his left and finds, looks like Corey Smith for a gain of 13. Beautiful touch ball thrown that time around, giving the receiver some room to run. As another 1st and 10 going to the end zone. Finds John Bentley. Touchdown, Minnesota. As that's how Doug Smith and company gets on board for the first time today. And it actually extends the school passing record for most touchdowns in a season. So shout out to Doug Smith for that play right there. So now it's all tied up. 7 apiece now. St. Thomas offense back on the field. 1st and 10 now. Brooks looking around. Doesn't see anybody. Going to try to throw it deep for ABJ. And it's knocked away. Chris Moore on the coverage that time around. Sticking with ABJ. Not falling for the cutback cheese. As now 2nd and 10. Sanchez able to just narrowly get the 1st down the next play. Another catch for Pablo Sanchez, who's on track for an excellent season so far, man. Could be school record numbers depending on how this next game and the bowl game goes, as Noah Brooks does get back up somehow. Gain of 8 on the play. Talk about a man that truly wants it. As we do get knocked back a little bit on an irrelevant play. 3rd and 5 going to ABJ. The blocking, unfortunately, is not there, though. Had it initially, just couldn't hold long enough. So we do have to punt it once again. We're still tied here, 7 apiece. As now, 2nd and 8 coming up for Doug Smith. Going deep to the right-hand side. It's Adam Thompson. Another 20-yard gain on that play. It's a 2nd and long now for the Gophers. Going to Burke. He's already got some more room. That run alone takes him to the 100-yard mark, hitting that century mark. And we're only midway through the 2nd quarter. As now he looks to add on to it. Bird cutting to the outside. A gain of 6. 2nd and 4 now coming up. So next play, Doug Smith going up to the line of scrimmage in that no-huddle offense. As Smith dropped back. No, he's going to hand it off to Burke again, who just narrowly gets the 1st down once again. John Burke really being a vocal point for this offense. As there's another carry for Burke, and he's going to find more yards upfield. Ernie Steele does eventually bring this man down. But another 3rd and short coming soon, man. 3rd and 1. Doug Smith going to hand it off. Going to try to pick up the 1st, and he just narrowly misses it. Wow. Doug Smith coming through. Didn't think they got that 1st down, but, you know, it is what it is sometimes. As there's Pendleton really breaking the lumber on Jesus show. We're ending that man's whole career. What a stiff arm that gives Minnesota their first lead of the ball game. So let's go. 14-7, man. 2 minutes left here in this first half, though, so we have a chance to respond. Before the end of this first half, we try to go deep to the right-hand side. It's incomplete. A very unwise decision that we're very fortunate that it wasn't picked. So now 2nd and 10, trying to go to. That was supposed to go to Sean Doyle, but it was thrown towards Tyreek Miller. He made the adjustment for the catch. Terribly inaccurate throw, but we'll take it as... I wish we would have taken that catch in as well, as that's another drop for these guys. This time Sean Doyle doing us dirty, but he does come through, making up for the drop on the last play. That's one thing Noah Brooks does, man. He doesn't give up on his guys as he goes to Tyreek Miller again. Another 14-yard gain, a first down. Gain of 14 yards right there. As now, 1st and 10, Brooks going to the DH free. It's a 16-yard gain. You love to see it. As we're going to run out this clock just a little bit, trying to get more time off the clock before the end of his first half as we can find Javoni Coaxum. Touchdown, Tommies! What a way to tie this thing up here in the first half, as that is now the school record for most passing touchdowns in a season. Congratulations to Noah Brooks, as we will go into the locker room, knotted up at 14. 2 quarters away from deciding who goes to the Big Ten championship game. Second half coming soon. Alright guys, so the second half is officially underway. Going to start with a simple handoff to ABJ. And he fumbles the ball. It's recovered by the Golden Gophers. Just a terrible way to start this second half. Wasn't going to be a gain of much, but you got to hang on to the ball. And now Minnesota has prime field position. Smith going to the outside. Going to try to pick up more yards. He does. Gain of 9 right there. 2nd and 1 coming up, though, as it's another handoff to Burke. He's able to spin off one tackler before Matt Wade finally comes up in there and makes the tackle. Still another first down, though, as the Golden Gophers are now entering the red zone. They've been successful the last couple of times. Can they make it 3 in a row? As they're getting a lot closer now, thanks to that catch from Adam Thompson. 1st and goal for Minnesota, as the Battle of Minnesota decides the Big Ten West, as Adam Thompson wins the one-on-one, and it extends the school record for him for most touchdown catches in a season. That's his 18th receiving touchdown. Good for him. And it also gives Minnesota a lead. So now St. Thomas needs to respond here. Throw to the left, find DH free. It's a good gain. Already gets us close to midfield. You definitely love to see that. As now, 1st and 10. Brooks dropping back. Looking good. Trying to throw it over the middle. That was supposed to go to Tyreek Miller, but Javoni Coaxum gets in the way and doesn't get his hands up either, so it's incomplete. So now we move to 2nd and 10, going to Damon Shelby, who fights forward for a gain of 9 on the play. A good run for the junior tailback. As we got a 3rd down coming up here. We only need 1 more yard. Make it easy, and we do! DH free, even breaking a couple of tackles, trying to fight his way out of there. Nice job by DH free to fight for additional yardage. As we continue to move forward, 1st and 10. Brooks taking a read option, takes a shot from 2 Minnesota guys, trying to make a pancake sandwich. But Noah Brooks does hang on to the ball, as it's now 2nd and inches now. Brooks gonna throw short to ABJ, who actually gets forced back, but do give him the forward progress needed to pick up that 1st down. As we got a fresh set now, 1st and 10. Brooks looking around, gonna try to throw it for Sanchez. A tight window that could have been caught, but alas, it was incomplete. So now, 2nd and 10. Brooks looking to the left, gonna try to throw it to DH free, but it was dropped. You gotta make that catch for your quarterback, especially when he throws a dot like that. And now it's 3rd and 10. Brooks dropping back again. Looking good. Trying to throw it over to the left-hand side again. And it's intercepted by Turner. The second turnover of the game for the St. Thomas Tommies. As Tyler Turner just read that play through and through. Came up and made an excellent play. So now Minnesota will now have the ball on the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up. Smith going to hand it off to Burke, who finds the running space needed to nearly pick up the first down. Did try to fall forward, but the refs weren't going to fall for it this time around. Now it's a 3rd and inches. Going to Burke again. Bouncing it to the outside to the left as there is Jim Smith and Jesus Shuttleworth. There to wrap him up, but is well across the first down marker. It's now a couple plays later. 2nd and 6 now coming up for the Gophers. It's going to be a read option as Doug Smith's going to keep it upfield. We do get quite a few guys able to rally to the ball, but still hangs on to it. Great ball security for the experienced quarterback. It's now 1st and 10. Burke going to go upfield off the handoff. Another gain of 7. We simply have not had an answer for John Burke today. Usually known as one of the best running defenses in the country, but right now it's certainly not showing, as they are certainly able to have their way with us right now, as there's another first down. On the ground this time by Adam Larson. So now, 1st and 10. Doug Smith going to throw over the middle. Finds Larson again. This time he catches the ball. Doesn't run with it off a run carry. And that's his first catch of the day as well. So, looks like they're starting to get their gadget players more involved now. As they'll go to the left. Find London. Forced out of bounds by Kyle Barron. Gain of 8. So now, 2nd and short coming up. St. Thomas going into a zone. As Doug Smith will look around, tries to get it to Larson, but couldn't quite haul it in though. So 3rd down coming up, Chris Hill and company in the game, getting some backups in, as we couldn't quite get the push needed to force even a field goal attempt. So now, 1st and goal. It's Doug Smith dropping back, has all the time in the world, makes use of that time, finds Mike White in the back of the end zone. Touchdown Gophers. And Minnesota pulling ahead 28-14. The depth of the depth chart really starting to show as Minnesota trying to pull away, but St. Thomas certainly ain't gonna give up just yet. As Pablo Sanchez makes another gain of 10. 1st and 10 now. Brooks looking around. He takes a big sack. He should have thrown that one away when he had the chance. But a sack of 13 yards. So now 2nd and long now. Brooks looking. Going to try to throw over to Pablo Sanchez. Gain of 19. 3rd and short now coming up. As now we got Brooks. Going to hand it off to ABJ here. 3rd and 4. Going to hand it off. ABJ going to pick it up with ease. Even though we're down by multiple possessions late in the game, we're not going to be afraid to run the ball. At least not right now. As 1st and 10, Brooks going for it deep to Miller, but it's nearly picked off again. Tyler Turner nearly had interception number 2, but could not quite corral it. As now 2nd and 10, going to Pablo Sanchez. And it's for a gain of 9. Nice little slant pattern there. So 3rd and short now. Gonna be an option. Gonna go to Brooks. Brooks gonna pick up the first down and a little bit more after that. Could have pitched the ball for a little bit more yards, but I understand why he kept it. Didn't necessarily want to risk it for the biscuit, and that's okay. As we'll go deep for DH3, and we get him perfectly. What a dot between 2 Gopher defenders. Gain of 30+ yards. As we're now in the 4th quarter now, we need this touchdown, and we need it bad. ABJ comes through with us, another score. We pull within 1 score of the 3rd-ranked team in the country. Let's go! And you know what's great? That Minnesota went 3 and out, so we have an opportunity to tie now. Brooks, gonna take the read option, gonna use his blockers. He's upfield, and he's already across the 50. Noah Brooks with a fantastic run. We're in danger of stalling out as we now face 3rd and long. Going to try to get him off guard with the halfback screen. ABJ going upfield. He's got some blocks. Only 1 more man to beat. And he can't get by him, but still another Great gain, though, as we're in the red zone again. Brooks going to go upfield, trying to pick up the first, and he's successful. Only a few yards away from tying things up against the number 3 team in the country. Brooks looking, going to Sanchez. He's in. Touchdown, Sanchez. And that ties the school record for touchdown catches and receptions. And most importantly, it's tied at 28. And Minnesota also went 3 and out, so we have a golden opportunity to win this game right now. Let's see if we can do it. DH3 picks up the first down. Gain of 10 yards. Just give that ball back to the ref. As we'll hit him with a play action now. 1st and 10. Brooks is looking. Tries to throw it, and then he can't get it off. We had Sean Doyle wide open downfield. If he had a little bit more time, that was a huge play. But instead, it's 3rd and 17. Need a huge play here to keep the drive going. So we try to get it off, but we can't again. Noah Brooks takes 2 sacks on that drive. And so that means we have to punt this ball back to Minnesota. Definitely something that I don't want to do. They have one of the more explosive offenses in the country. And now our defense has contested for one more drive at least. Let's see if they get it done as there's a halfback screen to the right-hand side. Gain of 8. So now 2nd and short now coming up. Smith dropping back. Looking, going to the right-hand side. Finds Thompson. And look at this. The defense is going to opt to let him in the end zone. Better to give up 6 points now than to have our heart broken with a last-second field goal. It at least puts it in the hands of the offense, which until recent weeks has been phenomenal. We need to capture that magic here. So 1 minute left. 1st and 10. Brooks dropping back. Gonna throw over the middle to Tyreek Miller. Gain of 10 on that play. Now it's a 1st and 10. Brooks dropping back again. This time going to the left. Finds DH3 again. Down the sideline. He has really come through on the brighter lights. His 6th catch gets him over the century mark. You don't say that it very often about this kid. As now another 1st and 10. This time we go to Tyreek Miller on the left side. Another 1st down. Keep that thing rolling. It's 1st and 10. Brooks dropping back. Throwing to Rashad Bird. Another 1st down. Gain of 12. You love to see it. As the offense is rolling pretty well. Can we get into the end zone? No. 1st and 10. Going to Tyreek Miller. Can he get the first? Oh, I thought he was going to get the touchdown for a split second. But it looks like the 1 yard line monster got him just a little bit. But he is over the century mark. So you love to see it. It's now 1st and goal. There's Brooks in the end zone. Touchdown, Tommies. What a way to tie, or to potentially tie this game. Or you know what? I want to win. 2 yards between us and the Big Ten West. Will we get a Big Ten championship appearance? Here's the snap to ABJ. We can't hold the block fast enough. The hole was there, but Corey High closed it up quick enough. And after a failed onside kick, they're going to kneel it, and it's going to be Minnesota going to the Big Ten championship game. Wow. Was a back and forth affair that we had to deal with. You know, Minnesota at one point did try to pull away, but we stormed back. Nearly won the game, tried to go up and get the 2-point conversion, get the win, and it didn't work out, which that's okay. I would do that 10 times out of 10. Being an underdog squad at home, we were definitely going to go for it. I wasn't scared about that. Checking out the stats for our guys, and Noah Brooks stepped up. He had 340 yards, 2 touchdowns, did throw an interception, but you know, really picked it up in that second half. Running game really wasn't going all that much, but you know, we did get a few touchdowns on the ground though. ABJ had 15 carries for 37 yards and 2 scores. Brooks tripped in with 44 yards and a touchdown as well. The receivers, you know, 2 different receivers that we don't usually talk about getting some work in. Tyreek Miller and DH3 each had 100 yards on the day, so you definitely love to see that. Pablo Sanchez and Giovanni Coxum, both of which got into the end zone as well. Defensively, we actually also had our tackles spread out between 3 different guys. Kyle Barron, Daniel Nash, and Zach Bones each led the team in tackles a day. Did not get to this quarterback, but we did have 3 interceptions, all taking place in the third in the first quarter of play, Billy Ewing had 2, and then Jesus Shuttleworth had 1 as well. Positivity to this though, we did get some pretty darn good recruits. Brad Dahl, Luke Hunter, and Edwin Fuller, all above 70 overall, and all have decided to sign with St. Thomas. These guys can definitely contribute either way. Ken Richard and Stanley Wyatt also signed to the team and can join us as, depth players. So this game does take us out of the top 25, but Minnesota does jump to number 2 in the country, so good for them, I suppose. Only thing left to do, man, is figure out, where this bowl game is going to be, and then, try to see if we can finish strong. So we do receive an invitation to play in the Outback Bowl taking place in Tampa, Florida, and at least it's a decent consolation prize, getting to be in a January bowl game, because it's the first time that we do get something like that. At the same time though, it just kind of feels like a letdown, because just a few episodes ago we were considered a long shot to play ourselves into the national championship game. So we'll see what we can do. Final game of the season going up against Mississippi State. They're ranked number 17 in the country, and Kurt Herbstreit's going to rock with them. Let's see what we can do, man. Let's see if we can finish this season off on a high note. It will be a good one. So guys, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you happen to be new. This is John J. Gaming on the mic. Hoping you all have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.